Hi, it's the M.L.M for the Soul channel. I do have a new special video for today, and I wanted to say, may the words and expressions of my mouth and the thoughts and meditations of my heart find favor and acceptance for you, Hashem. And some people I thank have inspired me. I hope they can inspire you as well. And we'll have links below to their sites here. Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, Rabbi M.L.M Mussar, Rabbi Alon Anava, Rabbi Yuval Ovadia, Rabbi Daniel Asser, Rabbi Michael Skobach, Jews for Judaism, Rabbi David Asher, Rabbi Aaron Ben, and Rabbi Yosef Chesney, as well if you've never checked out this channel before. I will have a link below to my first video, which explains what M.L.M for the Soul means, what it stands for, and what I'm doing. So today is a special video because it's only a few days before Rosh Hashanah, and I didn't know if I'd get a quick one in, but I thought this would be something that maybe if you have a chance to look at it, you'd like to. So I'm just going to call this Rosh Hashanah Roundup, because it's talking about some things. This was something I got, my mom sent me from, I think it was Rebbetzin Yemima Mizrahi, about some different things to be aware of for Rosh Hashanah, and different segulos, things that will help you, and also I'm going to talk about the different foods that we eat and the meanings, so I'll try to make this a short video, but we'll see how it goes. So, first thing it says here, get up early in Rosh Hashanah. This blesses the coming year with ease, a year that your wishes will be fulfilled quickly, and try to postpone your afternoon rest until after 1 p.m. So that would be, I believe, the first day, or I'm not sure if it's the second day. It doesn't say here. Maybe it's the first day. And also, daven for Parnas Rosh Hashanah, according to Rav Dessler Zatzal. This proclaims that we trust Hashem and know that everything is from Him. Asked to be a giver of tzedakah. Very important to dress festively, even wear white, and be happy. Before hearing the shofar, if you are able to go to a synagogue, or if someone's going to blow it for you. Accept upon yourself to love your neighbor as yourself. And if you hold a grudge towards someone in the shul, the shofar will not be able to ascend and sweeten the judgments. During the shofar, think of something such as resurrection of the dead, that Hashem can revive anything that has died out in you, be it physically or spiritually or unspiritually. And don't talk during the shofar blowing, very important. Think about all that you want to be, and because it's a time of rebirth. So very important to shed a tear during the shofar and to wipe the tear over the forehead. You might not know about this. It's according to the Arizal, because what you do is when you do that, it wipes away the transgressions. This serves as a shield for the entire year against any bad things such as illness. And whoever is able to shed a tear then can be rest assured that she or he is being judged at that moment. And if she comes back to tshuva, they'll be blessed with a good year. And it shouldn't be like a fake tear, of course, a real tear of expressing yourself. And during the first blow of the shofar, take one particular transgression that you did and ask for forgiveness. During the second blows, the shvarim heard or cry for those who are in pain and in sorrow, such as people who are victims of terror, people who lost their loved ones, etc. And then during the next set of shofar, accept upon yourself a new mitzvahs, tznias, tefillah, tzedakah, whatever it may be. And the intention should be in your heart without uttering a word. And then during Musaf, when the Chazan says the words ayeh, and I don't know where this is referring to, you can ask for one of three things. Either ask for Parnasa, Ruach HaKodesh, which means divine. I don't know if we all get Ruach HaKodesh, but righteous children. Once you hear the shofar on the first day of Rosh Hashanah, the judgments are lessened and sweetened, and there is less stringency in Meshamayim. Another thing important, don't eat anything sour or spicy on Rosh Hashanah, only sweet foods. Everything that you does make an impact on the entire year. And it says don't use walnuts or black grapes, and I've heard not to eat any nuts at all. So, and then other segulos that she mentions is prepare the table early in the afternoon, and it's a segulo that no troubles will come upon you the entire year, BeEzrat Hashem. Try to do a Tanya Dibor, which means not to speak the morning of Rosh Hashanah, but you can speak words of Torah. And if possible, fast as well. This way, a third of your transgressions will be wiped away, meaning do it before Rosh Hashanah. Though this year it's Friday night, Shabbat, so if you want to do it Friday, sorry my collar is a little acting up here, that could be a possibility. Then the candles, it says for Rosh Hashanah, before lighting you should give 18 of something to tzedakah, cents, dollars, etc., because this serves as a pidyon nefesh. Ask Hashem that if something bad, chas v'shalom, is supposed to happen, let the tzedakah stand as a protector against it. Another thing, buy a new knife and use it. And if you don't have a new metal knife, it could be a new plastic knife to cut open the challah and apple. And it's a segula for long life and for parnasa. Don't forget, these are segulos. Don't like put everything on them. It's just something that she mentions. It helps. And if you bake challahs, bake them in the shape of a circle. Also, berachas hamazon, the first one, say with enthusiasm and joy. A segula for abundance of parnasa. Also reciting the Prakim of Tehillim, the Psalms, Aleph, Bet, and Gimel, the first three, and Dalet, the first four, before sleeping on both nights to prevent bad dreams. Buy something new to wear, and intend on this article when you recite the Baruch Hashem. So those are the things that she says, mentions. I thought I'd go through them quickly, so hopefully you got a little idea of that. Now the next thing I wanted to share is about the different foods that we eat and the simanim. And I have from different places which foods to have, and like I have this little booklet that I once got. I think my mom gave it to me from an organization called Efrat. It talks about them, the foods that we eat. So it has a little more than some of the other ones. And then I have the Art Scroll Machzor, and that also has different ones and some of the significance. So I'm going to try to kind of give you a summary of everything. And I have my own little list too, added on. And some of the blessings that we say, it's like Yehi Ratzon, may it be your will, Hashem. I think, and some of them have a few more words than others. So just see what you have and go with that. So the first thing that we have is usually the dates. It's in the article it says no particular order, but I think we do the apple and honey first. So I have an apple here. Here's an apple just to show you. I just put this is a Fuji apple, so it could be any kind of apple. And then we dip that in the honey. Now people don't know maybe what the right honey is. It's supposed to be date honey, and actually I just did a video for this company, and I can link that below as well. This one's called Vash. It's actually a Jewish-owned company, and they make a date syrup. They make an organic one, and then they also make a non-GMO one, and I found that this one was actually thicker, but they're really nice. So I'll include a link to that. So Dvash, honey is supposed to be from dates, not from bees. So if you can get it, it's a little late in the game to get it now, but if you can, that would be a good thing. So the apple, let's see, the Talmud says that the fragrance was the field of apples. That was when Yitzchak said of Yaakov, when he saw him, that he was going to give him the blessing. So these are just symbolic foods, they say, to eat on the first night. Some do the second. I actually do both. And a short prayer alluding to the symbolism. This is based on Talmudic teaching. So we eat different foods to do that. And the foods taste sweet and symbolically for a sweet year. And others because they grow abundantly and indicate an abundance of merits. Also, different things to eradicate the different enemies and the sins of the Jewish people. So there's different things, And then Dvash has the same gematria, 306, as Av Harachamim, Father of Mercy. So that's an interesting one too, about the honey. And then the dates, and I actually have some nice dates here. This is from a company that I've also done a video for, and I can include that. This is from a brand called United with Earth. This is their Medjool dates. That I have organic, so I can include a link to their website too. I don't know if you can get the dates now, but at least you could know that that's an option, and hopefully you have dates already. And let's see for the dates what it says about here. If it says anything here about the dates, I don't see anything here. It just says the Hiratzon in English. It's that that our enemies be consumed. And let me see if I have anything over here a little different. Yeah, it's a little different in the Hebrew, so. But that's okay. And then next, let's see what they have here next. The apple we said, okay, and then they have something they say either fenugreek or carrots. So why about fenugreek? It's an herb used in cooking and medicine. It's also, its Aramaic name refers to abundance. And you can use this food, use any food whose name carries that implication. So in Yiddish, it's merin, which is also mean to increase, so that's why you eat carrots. So I have actually a carrot here just to show you. So here's a nice beautiful carrot. And I'm probably going to, of course, cook all those or blanch them, as we say. So, and then the blessing for that is that our merit should increase. And then beets, I did not take out a beet. Whoops, sorry about that. I didn't have that in my list here. So the beets, you don't want to do sour ones, but it's only sweet food. So that when they say for beets, it's that our adversaries be removed. That's the English translation I'm just reading. So most people know what beets look like, but you don't want to have sour ones. So I actually get the golden beet I like, so I usually cook that. Next we have leek or cabbage. That's not in all the places here as far as using. So for that one, it says that also that the enemy should be disseminated. So, and I didn't take out leek, sorry, I forgot about that too, that's another one. So I have here a nice beautiful head of cabbage. I'm not going to be using the whole cabbage, but I think most people know what leeks looks like. It's a long, almost like a scallion, but thicker. And it's got green on top and white on the bottom. So sorry, I missed out on forgot the leek and the beet. So I apologize, I didn't get everything set up here before. And then next, what else is next? Then we have a gourd, or I'm using, actually, they show a picture here, kind of like a zucchini. And this is for that the decree of our sentence be torn asunder, and may our merits be proclaimed before you. So I just have a green zucchini, but a gourd is more like maybe a squash too, so that's considered a squash, or like a winter squash. What else? I have pomegranate, and they don't, in the article, they don't give a commentary on that, or maybe it's further down and I didn't get you. No, I don't see any commentaries on that, but I do have a pomegranate here. So pomegranate has, I believe it's supposed to have 613 seeds, like the Torah has 613 mitzvot, commandments, but I don't know, I've never counted it, but that's another thing that we eat, the pomegranate. And for the blessing for that is that our merits increase as the seeds of a pomegranate. And then, let's see, I think I'm almost done. I have a couple more things here. Also, Swiss chard, that Swiss chard is not in the article, but it's in my little booklet here. And so I have a piece, just to show you, there's a piece of Swiss chard, just for you to see that. And the chard for that, it says, the blessing, if I can explain it in English, that our enemies, I'm trying to think of how you explain this word, if I have it in here. Oh, okay, that our enemies should be removed. That's what it means. And then also they have black-eyed peas, and that I have a can here. This happens to be the Whole Foods brand. I usually use Eden, but they didn't have it, so it's black-eyed peas. And the black-eyed pea blessing in this booklet is that our merit should increase. So that's that one. And then I think I went through everything pretty much here. I don't use a fish or a head of a fish. That means you should be a head and not a tail, etc. But I don't eat fish, so I don't do that. And then finally is a new fruit, and that's eaten on the second day, and make the shechayanu on it. So I have, and it looks kind of not maybe exactly what you think it would look like, because it's a little dried up, some of the pieces here. But this is a dragon fruit. It has those little things protruding out, but they're all kind of dried up. But that's what the dragon fruit looks like. So so that's it for things that we use on Rosh Hashanah. And so I hope you got a little idea in case you weren't sure, and in case you're not aware of all the things to get. I mean, you don't have to do everything here, like for example, just to finish up here, like it says leek or cabbage. I actually sometimes use both, and then it says fenugreek or carrots. I don't have fenugreek, which is, I think, fennel, the actual sticks of fennel, not the seed. And I don't use fish, so that's the other thing I don't. But everything else I pretty much do, and it's really nice because you actually have like a whole meal just from all the different simanim you use. So I just want to wish everybody, if they get to watch us, a Kativa v'chatima tova, that you should be inscribed in the Book of Life, and also Shana Tova Mutukah, may you have a sweet and good year, and may we all merit to live and see the coming of Mashiach speedily in our days, and rebuilding of our final and everlasting Beit HaMikdash. Amen. And thanks for watching.